What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to bring it up to all the parents out there with children that play online or play games. I mean, this video is going to be a little bit deep and a little bit dark, but I want everybody to understand that this needs to be a situation that is looked upon and also acted upon. We need to figure out a way to stop people out there that are exploiting children. Okay, so the number one game in the world being played right now is Roblox. All ages of children play Roblox. I mean, it's amazing how young children, even at the ages of 4 and 5, are playing Roblox, and it's amazing what Roblox is allowing to happen. I mean, there was just a thing earlier about Charlie Kirk, and you could buy things off the Roblox store that literally you could buy shirts for your character that had a big blood splatter coming out of the neck of Charlie Kirk, and it was disturbing. Okay, super disturbing. But guess what? Roblox allowed it to happen. Another thing that was crazy was a guy had a pretty big YouTuber brought it out to people's attention that he had exposed child predators on Roblox, and he was making a video about it, and Roblox sent him a cease and desist letter because they didn't want their platform to be named in that type of stuff. Well, guess what? Your platform should be named in that type of stuff, because we're going to talk about a few things that have been happening, and it is disturbing. Okay, so just recently 4 children have gone missing. Okay, 3 of them have been found. 1 is still missing. One of the cases was a Philadelphia boy. He was 18, still going to school. Yes, I know I said he was 18. He's technically an adult, but he had a learning disability. So he was susceptible to being, manipulated. And he went to school, didn't show up. He left that morning to go to school. He didn't show up, and he never came home. His parents were worried, so his mom called the school. The school said, hey, he never attended classes. Well, she filed a missing persons report, and lo and behold, he wasn't in Philadelphia anymore. The kid was in California somehow. Now, here's the crazy part about the whole situation was the kid didn't have an ID on him or anything, but somehow he managed to travel from Pennsylvania to California just in a day. So that means the only logical thing you could think of is he got on the plane. But when the police checked all the flights and stuff, he wasn't on a public flight. So that means somehow he made it from Pennsylvania to California without an ID, without using a public plane. There's no way you're getting there on a train or a bus in a day, okay? So the only thing I can think of is there's 2 options. One, he's abducted by aliens and let off in California. That's not going to happen. Or 2, somehow he was talking to somebody on Roblox, which this has been confirmed. He was talking to an older gentleman on Roblox, and he was manipulated into leaving. And they think that he was given a private plane to get on and go to California. That's trafficking, okay? Yes, he's an adult, but he has a learning disability, and he was still in high school, okay? Second story was about 2 girls. Okay, same situation. They met someone on Roblox. They left to go to school. They had backpacks full of clothes and their allowance that they had saved up, and they were found. I think, if don't quote me on this, but I think it was 700 miles or something away. They were in a. This is in Mexico. They were in a completely different part of Mexico on the other side, and once again, they had met an older gentleman online who tricked them into coming. So it's just like it's so disturbing that this is happening and is not being brought to anybody's attention. It's so disturbing that Roblox is allowing this to happen and not doing anything about it. And when people do bring it to people's attention, all they do is they go ahead and they send out cease and desist letters, because guess what? It's ruining their pocket, getting deeper and deeper and deeper with money. So right now, I'm just going to tell you a few things. So I looked up missing children due to Roblox, and I'm just going to read one page off of Google. First one, Carr investigates Roblox reports of child exploitation. That's by Georgia government. That's a government website, georgia.gov, okay? These are just the titles of things that are happening. Facebook, ABC News Live. Previously missing sibling. Both girls and minors have been located after being basically exploited, being manipulated into leaving their home to go with an older man, okay? Roblox kidnapping case in Florida. A warning for parents. Missing children crisis exposes with kids now vanishing every 40 seconds in the U.S. Roblox is helping that happen. TikTok. A pair of siblings were rescued following an alleged kidnapping from Roblox. Man allegedly lured 2 girls from their home via Roblox chat feature. LA County accuses Roblox of exposing children to online predators. Georgia Attorney General investigates Roblox over child exploitation. Okay, a lot of things going on in Georgia. Okay, Roblox child safety warning after Nebraska kidnapping case. Okay. Sisters in Florida groomed through Roblox via video game. And, you know, it's what parents should know about Roblox safety features amid renewed concerns. Okay? With all that happening, that should raise awareness. This needs to raise awareness to parents of children, okay? Yes. How do I say this without sounding like an asshole, okay? I'm older, okay? I have a son who's 8 years old, okay? I make sure I monitor what he's doing, okay? You can call me an asshole saying, oh, you can't do that. You give your kid some privacy. My kid's fucking 8, okay? His privacy, I'm allowed to it, okay? I don't give a shit what anybody says. At the same time, parents need to do the same thing that I'm doing, okay? You need to see what your kid is fucking doing. Okay, you need to see who your kid is talking to online. You need to monitor that shit. There's fucking weirdos out there. We have this whole thing going on with the Epstein files, okay? I mean, look at that. I mean, it's disgusting. Like, there's so many things in the news right now about kids being exploited and all this other shit, and parents are just la-di-da-di-da, letting their kids play on Roblox or letting their kids play some game, talking to random-ass people online. I mean, it's insane that this is happening, okay? It's just really, really insane. Now, let's also talk about another thing that Roblox has going on that's fucking up a lot of kids' lives. If not fucking the kids' lives up, but taking the lives from children, okay? I'm just going to read this to you, okay? The FBI is currently investigating a violent, narcissistic and global online network known as 764, or the 764 gang, that targets children on popular gaming platforms including Roblox, Minecraft, and social media. Okay? Target and tactics. The group targets children, particularly young girls between 10 and 17, using Roblox and other gaming apps to build trust. Once trust is built, they move victims to private platforms like Discord, where they use extortion, blackmail, and coercion to force victims into self-harm, animal cruelty, and producing sexual content. Okay? These are 10 to 17-year-old girls, possibly younger, okay? I'm just reading what the article says. That's fucking disgusting, okay? Disgusting. 764 in the COM. The group is sometimes referred to as the COM. The name 764 reportedly originated in 2021 from a teenager in Texas, referencing his local zip code. FBI action. The FBI has opened over 250 investigations into this network. Multiple members and leaders of the 764 network have been arrested, including a Maryland man, Eric Lee Madison, for coercing young girls on Roblox. Now think about that. The FBI is chasing these people on a game platform that your child fucking plays. And parents have enough nerve out there to tell me, you need to give your kids some privacy. Go piss up a fucking rope, okay? There's fucking weirdos out there. Okay? Trust me, I'm monitoring everything my kid does, especially nowadays, okay? Because you can never be too safe, And guess what? That is a parent's worst fear, is to lose their child. And just the thought of them going through something like that, going through sexual exploitation, oh my god, I would fucking wipe the world out if my child was doing something or was going through something like that. If I had to go and find my child, nothing will stand in my way, okay, to find my child. I will wipe anything out just to get to my child and make sure that he is safe. Okay? And that's how parents need to think. They need to stop saying, oh, well, my kid needs a little bit of privacy. No, if your kid's fucking, like, still a kid, he doesn't need she doesn't need privacy, okay? What they need is a parent to be there for them and make sure they get taught the right way. They get taught things in life that will keep them protected. They need to make sure, oh, hey, you see a strange car, don't go up to it if someone says, hey, I have some candy. You got to make sure that if children feel like they are in harm's way, that they go ahead and find help from someone, okay? If not you, someone they can trust. They need to know who they can run to if something bad is going to happen. This is the last thing, safety warning. The FBI has issued warnings to parents urging them to monitor their children's online activity, especially on gaming apps. The FBI is telling you this, not because they want you to invade in your child's privacy, which is, it blows, oh my god, it blows my mind when parents sit there and be like, oh no, it's just a game, it's just a game. It's a game where they're talking to people all over the fucking world. I mean, look at these stories. A kid went from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, literally all the way on the East Coast, to all the way on the fucking West. I'm pretty sure it was San Diego. All the way on the West Coast. In 24 hours. Someone chartered a jet for him to get on. That's child exploitation, okay? That's sex trafficking. We don't know what happened. I shouldn't say sex trafficking. It's trafficking children. I don't know if anything weird happened. Anyway, and then the 2 girls in Mexico. And the fact that there's still 1 child missing because of this. This needs to be brought to everybody's attention. Parents need to do more with their children. I don't understand how parents nowadays that are younger than me, parents that are younger than me nowadays, that were brought up on technology. When I was brought up, cell phones weren't even a thing until I was in maybe my early teens, mid-teens. I mean, if you were meeting somebody outside, you call them on your house phone and say, hey bro, what's up? We're gonna meet at this spot. Cool. When I left my house, no one got a hold of me. My friends knew where we were gonna meet. We all didn't have fucking phones, okay? But that's how it was. We understood what was going on in the 90s because our parents let us know, hey, this, that, the other. Nowadays, technology is fucking everywhere, okay? Kids have their phone to their face. I mean, they're not paying attention, okay? Technology is preventing them from noticing things that could be a distraction or could be something harmful, okay? I mean, parents need to do more. That's why I'm bringing this to everybody's attention. Parents, you need to tell your children, listen, I love you. The reason I am in your business, the reason I am looking through all your shit isn't because I want to just know who you're talking to. No, I want to make sure that you are safe. I want to make sure that there's no predators. There's no people out there that are trying to harm you, okay? And all parents need to sit down with their children, the ones that are of age, and let them know, listen, there are people out there that are very, very evil, okay? And you gotta let them know that. You gotta explain to them, listen, you need to tell me if anything ever happens. You need to have this talk with your children. We need to put a stop to all this shit that's happening. I mean, we have all the files online. We're trying to get things to happen with it, okay? But we need to let people know this is a problem. This shouldn't be a problem. Anybody that can hurt a children needs to be put in a wood chipper, okay? Multiple times if possible. Maybe just put them in legs first. Let the legs get chewed up a little bit. Let them feel that pain for a few hours, and then carry on with the thighs. somehow stop the blood loss from taking their life, pull them out, let them feel that pain a little bit longer, and then maybe put the arms in, just pieces at a time. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Parents, you need to talk to your children. You need to let them understand that there is good in this world, but there is also evil in this world. And that children need to be able to talk to you, okay? If you are one of those parents out there that can't relate to your children, you can't talk to your children about something, or when you try to talk to them, they're just like, I don't want to do that. You need to fix that. You need to have an open relationship with your child. You need to let them know, hey, you can come to me for anything. It doesn't matter anything, especially if you have a daughter. Okay? I'm not saying having a son is a lot easier or anything. There's fucking weirdos out there, okay? But you need to just be able to communicate. Communication is a key. But also trust is a key. Let your kids know that you love them and that the only reason you're doing this is to prevent any harm from happening to them. Okay? I know this was a weird video. I've been seeing too much of this bullshit online about kids just disappearing or being exploited, and it like melts my fucking mind, okay? My heart aches for these children. Okay? Because their lives are destroyed. And it should not be that way. A child who has their life destroyed at any age will never recover fully from that. A piece will always be broken. But what can us parents do? We can prevent that from happening by communicating with our children and if you need to be an asshole and say, hey, I'm going through your shit. I love you. Okay, just tell them I love you. I love you to death. I'm going through your shit because I love you. They'll understand. Let them be mad. Fine. Let them be mad. But tell them, I love you. I'm doing this because I care about you and I love you and I want to make sure that nothing is going to happen to you. And just tell them that you are there for them and you're not doing this to create distance between each other. You're doing this because you want to make sure that they are safe. If you guys like this video and if you guys agree with me, please like and subscribe. Let's spread this awareness because this is becoming a situation where it's just happening and no one's being held accountable. And it's fucking bullshit. Everybody needs to be held accountable. If you hurt a child, you need to be taken. You need to be taken. Consequences need to be dished out. Severe. Very, very severe. Okay? But before we can even get to that situation where consequences need to be severe, let's try to stop it. Okay? From even happening. Please like and subscribe. Share this video. Talk to your children. Tell them you love them. Okay? Do things with them. Open up with them. I try to say this at the end of every video. Life is an adventure, okay? It really is. It's a journey. It's an adventure. But you will never start that adventure unless you take the first step. And I'm asking parents, take that first step. Take that first step with your children, okay? Talk to them. Be honest with them. Explain to them the situation and let them know that you love them, you care about them. You just don't want anything to happen to them. Okay? You guys have a good one. I will see you next time. Tune into some of my other videos. Me and my little one are going to be opening some of the new packs of Pokemon cards. We went out, we got some today. And we're going to be opening off online. Also, we're going to be doing a whole little giveaway thing. We're going to try and see if we get a bunch of subscribers. We're just going to go ahead, have an online thing. We're going to pull one person out of it, and we're going to give them a special one-piece set. I think it's called One Piece. My little one wants to do something like this, so I figured we would. So, like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you for tuning in, and just talk to your kids. Have a good one.